Okay, so we're going to look at consecutive integer complex word problems, but we're only going to write the equations because, again, if you have the equations incorrect, then you will never get the correct answer to the problem. All right, so focus is only on writing equations. So we want to find two consecutive even integers. The word is even integers. So from our last lesson, we're going to look at that again. Such that twice the smaller one, diminished by the 20, is equal to the larger. So first, forget about all the rest of this. We really want to focus on the two consecutive even integers. So immediately set up a table. And it's the first even number and the second even number. You can't write the equation until you've set up the information that you need, which is the information in your table about your integers. All right, so the first even number, okay, in algebra, if you don't know it, it's x. But we do know that the second even number would be x plus 2. And as you recall from the last lesson, even and odd integers skip count by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So the first number then would have 2 added to it to get to the next number. All right, now you're not just going to say x plus 2 equals to whatever, because that's not what the words are saying. So now we're in a different position than we were in the last lesson, where it said sum all of the integers and equal to a number. This time it says twice the smaller number, twice the smaller. Diminished means subtract. Okay? Twice the smaller, and we're going to subtract 20 is equal to the larger. So we really got a lot going on here. So this is equals, okay? We know 20 is just the number 20. So 2 times the smaller, then we're going to subtract 20 equals to the larger number. All right, well, when we look at this, the first even integer is smaller than the second even integer. So this is the small one, and this is the large one. So we said twice the small one minus 20 equals to the large number. That's what the words are saying. So, all right, twice the smaller one, well, 2 times x. Minus 20 equals the larger number, well, x plus 2. And that's your equation for this word problem. Again, we're not solving this right now, because if we can't get this set up correctly, no matter what we do to solve, even if we solve correctly, will be an incorrect answer. So the equation is 2x minus 20 equals x plus 2. All right, next, find 3 consecutive odd integers, 3 of them, such that twice the sum of the first and the third exceeds the second by 15. All right, fine. Our focus will be here to here. 3 consecutive odd integers. So first odd, second odd number, and third odd number. All right, again, the first odd number is the one we don't know anything about. But we know odds are skip counted by 2. So like 1, 3, 5, we add 2, and so on, right? We learned that in our first lesson. So to get from the first odd number to the second odd number, we're going to add 2. To get from our second odd number to our third odd number, we add 2 again. So that's a total of adding 4 to the first one. So that's our table. That's our information. All right. Now we get to the words, and they're trickier than last time. Okay. Twice the sum. What are we adding? Anything that follows the word sum, we're going to go for 2 things, okay, that followed it. Twice the sum of the first and the third. So twice means 2 times. So 2 times, and we're going to add up the first number and the third number. That's our first number. This is our third number. We're timesing all of that by 2. Exceeds means it's more than, exceeds the second number by 15. Okay, so the sum of these 2 numbers exceeds the second by 15 means that this is equal to the second number, which is x plus 2, plus 15 more. So it's really exceeds by 15. It's telling you that we're adding 15 to the second number. So because this is all addition, we could drop the parentheses here, but not here because this is product 2 times. So if you want, you can just leave it just like this. All right, the third problem we have. Find 3 consecutive integers such that the sum of twice the second and 3 times the third is 5 less than 6 times the first. That's a mouthful. So the key first is to do this. Find 3 consecutive integers. So set up your table. First number, second number, and third number. Now notice that we don't have evens or odds. Again, in algebra, when you don't know the first number, it's x. And this is consecutive, one after another. So like 4, 5, 6. What did you add to 4 to get to 5? 1. So the second one is x plus 1. What did you add to 4 to get to 6? X plus 2. Okay, so now that we've got our first, second, and third numbers set up in our table for the 3 consecutive integers, one after another, we can now focus on what the words are saying to build the equation. All right, and it says such that the sum of twice the second, all right, so we're going to take a sum, we're going to add 2 things together. But what are we adding? Twice the second and 3 times the third. So whatever follows is before and follows the word and gives you a sum because there are 2 things that you can add together. That's what follows the word sum. So twice the second, well, 2 times this. Don't write that in the table. So let's write it in words. 2 times the second, okay? And, meaning plus, that's our sum. 3 times the third. So 3 times the third number. Well, we see which one's first, second, and third, so that's good. Is equals 5 less than 6 times the first. So 6 times the first we know. So that's 6 times the first number. And it's 5 less than that. And if you recall from our word problems earlier, before consecutive integers, 5 less than means you start with the number first and then you subtract 5. And this is really bad what I'm doing. I'm putting a minus 5 underneath there. So let's rewrite this, though, in the symbols that we have. So 2 times the second number is x plus 1. Because it's a quantity, it has more than one term, you're going to put it in parentheses. Plus 3 times the third. Well, the third number is x plus 2. So again, more than one term there, we're going to put it in parentheses. Equals 6 times the first. Well, the first number is x, so we might as well just put that in parentheses also to be safe. And then minus 5. So our equation is 2 times the quantity of x plus 1 plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 2 equals, now this is one term, that x, so we can drop it and just say 6x minus 5. And that's our equation for this word problem. Now we are going to be able to solve a problem like that very easily, but it'll be a little while before we get to it. All right, so right now it's just deciphering and decoding the words. And that is how you work with more complex consecutive integer word problems. Follow the words after you've set up your table information, and then you can write it out in shorthand with simple words, and then you can replace those words with your equation. Okay? All right, that's it. That's how it works.